Hey everybody, welcome back. I hope you're doing well out there. So today's video is just a quick update for you guys on what's going on here on the channel and with the rest of my social media content. There's some updates there and also what's going on with the course. So if you're interested in the course, you've been kind of watching this space, let me update you and fill you in on what's going on. Let's talk about it. So you may have noticed that I have not been posting videos on YouTube, and there's a couple reasons for that. So the first one I want to share with you is that I've been taking a little bit of a sabbatical from YouTube, both because I'm kind of less inspired by it and have tons of things I could say, but also at the same time, don't really have anything that I feel like is super prescient to say. But also at the same time, I've had this nice opening of my schedule with kind of less clients right now, which means more free time to get the course done. So while I've not been here on YouTube filming content for you guys, I've been busy building and creating the course. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that in just a moment here. But the good news is that that's completed, or at least the first third of that is ready to go, and which is the free section and will be posted online. So that's what I've been doing in the background while you guys are perhaps looking for videos or wondering where I am. I have been busy creating content for you that I think is going to be evergreen and super impactful and super relevant to everyone's interests here. So that's the major thing I've been up to. Uh, so let me go ahead and fill you in a little bit on the course and on the specifics of that and where we're at with that. And then I'll share with you also a bit about what's going to happen here with the channel in the future and my other social media content, because I've made some decisions about what I'm going to post where so that I'm not being overly redundant, so that I'm not, offering the same thing, to different audiences that may not want it, so that I'm being a little more intelligent about how I use social media. But before we get into that, let me just kind of fill you in on the course first. Okay, quick sip here. By the way, if you shameless plug, if you don't know about Zevia, which is a stevia sweetened soda that's all naturally flavored, they're very good and they're low glycemic and awesome. So, anyways, here's what's going on with the course. So, the course is massive. It's a lot of content, and it's going to be really cutting edge, really impactful stuff. I'm super proud of it. I'm super excited to share it with you. And the way I'm designing the course, it's going to be three sections, okay? And the first section, if I can pull this off properly, I got to figure it out still. But the first section is going to be free. So the first third of the course is free, and then the second two-thirds of the course will be paid, right? So what this is going to look like is the first section will be kind of my framework for how to heal trauma, how to heal yourself. It's going to be totally free as a resource to anyone who wants it. I don't know yet how many hours of content it's all going to boil down to once it's edited, but I'm guessing it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 to 7 hours of free course material, right? So this course, this first third is free for everyone, okay? And then there's going to be kind of a paywall if you want the other two-thirds of the course, okay? So the first third is kind of how, the map, the model, the how to heal yourself from my point of view, or how to approach working with your nervous system. This is the core modality that I'm using these days. This works both in sober sessions and in psychedelic therapy sessions. It is the major approach that I'm using. It's super powerful. So I'm going to offer that to you for free, which is, I'm super excited to be able to give this gift to you. From there, if you want the details of it, the core techniques, the details of the theory, the examples of what not to do, the nuances, the video demos of me demoing it with myself or demoing it with other people, the access to the support community where we're going to be doing Zoom calls and all of that, that's going to be in the, you're going to have to go into the paid section for that. So the second section of the course will be the kind of the detailed how to. The third section will probably be demos and kind of examples of what not to do, kind of nuances, common mistakes, that kind of a thing. So that's what's going on with the course. So the good news here is that that first third is shot, edited, being uploaded right now, being kind of just streamlined and organized so that you guys have it ready to go, and I'm going to be offering that soon to you. Okay, so how this is going to work is I'm going to offer it first to my paid clients, so people that have worked with me before and kind of are on that list of, kind of privileged insiders, because as part of my, client offering, especially back in the day, I offered discounts on courses. So I'm a man of my word, and so clients are going to get first early access to this. Okay, they're also going to get a discount code with the course. Uh, After a little while, maybe a week or 2 weeks of clients getting, pre-access to this first part. Then I'm going to launch it to the public for free. Okay. And you'll get, if you join my email list, you will get a link for that. I'll obviously be mentioning it here. There will be links below the video to go check it out. You can check out the free part and you don't have to buy the other 2/3. And it will give you, I think it'll get you way further down the road of knowing how to heal yourself. Okay. It'll give you so much of a better, clear framework of understanding what your issues are, what the course is to properly resolve them and heal them, how to heal your own trauma, how to do this yourself. Like just that alone is wild because this, not to big up myself here, but there are a lot of therapists out there who would say you can't do self-directed trauma therapy, that you need another person there. And I don't think that's really true. In fact, what I've been finding with this course is that's absolutely not the case at all. You can do it yourself. Sometimes you will want other people, but then you're going to want people with this skill set, with a certain understanding to be able to meet you in the right way. Anyways, all of that's going to be available to you for free. And then if you watch the course, there will be an offer for an upsell to into the paid course, so the rest of the course. So with that, you'll have options for a payment plan or for one full-time payment or full payment. You will get lifetime access. By the way, side note, I did not think when I popped on the camera, I would be kind of telling you all about the course and kind of mildly selling it to you. But here we are. Uh, just to give you the data, though, just to give you the info. So it will be lifetime access to this course. So as long as the course is alive, you will have access to it. You don't have to pay for it. I will be updating. It's a living course, which means it'll get add-ons and updates and reshoots and fine tunings along the way for this set of information. So all of that is going to be available very soon to you, okay, which is really exciting. The pre-sale will give you immediate access to the group coaching calls, which will probably be either every 2 weeks or um, maybe monthly. We'll see what the demand is, what the need is. Depends on the speed people are working on this stuff, but we'll be doing group coaching calls, regularly around this work, okay? You'll get access to that immediately. You will get, of course, as soon as the new material inside the rest of the course drops, you will get notification, you'll get access to it. Okay. So I might drip this out as I'm creating it, or I might kind of, do a whole second module and then drop that. But you will get that right away, right? And then and it will continue to grow and evolve and et cetera, et cetera. So this is what's going on with the course. It's a massive project. It's a big endeavor, especially for just a one-man show here, right? It's a lot of filming and editing and screwing it up and redoing it and all that, right? And if I can be frank here, it's not perfect yet. I would rather get the content up and get it out and make it available to you and get the ideas out to you. I think that's more important than, say, me having a perfect delivery with no ums or ahs or stumbling my words or whatever, right? So I realize that it's not perfect, but I would rather get you something sooner than later and then iterate on it, kind of do a version 2, version 3, and refine it and reshoot stuff if I need to, add more, support PDFs and all that kind of stuff as I need to, based on your feedback and questions. So that's what's going on with the course. And I couldn't be more excited. I'm thrilled to share this with you. It is, in a lot of ways, a life's work, and like the fruit of decades of like trying to figure this out on my own, and banging my head against the wall and learning dozens of different models of therapy and self-help and healing and all that, right? So there's a lot boiled down into this approach, and you're getting the benefit of all of that. So yeah, I'll tell you more about the course. I'm sure I'll be talking about a lot here on the channel. But on that note, I want to pivot and let's talk a bit about what I'm doing with social media going forwards, particularly with this channel, with Substack, and then the other places I will be reachable and available if you want to interact with me. So let's talk about that. Okay, and I'm gonna have to make this quick because I have a client in 8 minutes here, so I gotta go. But real quick, I have been thinking a lot about my marketing, which needs a lot of work, and how to present my ideas best to you guys. I have my own issues with that, with YouTube and clickbait and the game of marketing. It's kind of a little gross to me, but I'm thinking a lot about marketing. I've been thinking a lot about what kind of audience I have here on YouTube and who I want to reach and what the best kind of video content is here on YouTube. and then, what I can do with Substack, which is subscription or free, up to you. And then other places I'll be available. So let me share this with you. So I've decided that YouTube is probably better to do more edutainment videos, more basic. Probably the content will be a little more repetitive, little simpler and more focused on the core of what I really want to communicate and show you guys. And for now, it'll be a little more narrow in scope, essentially. So here on the YouTube channel, I'll still be doing long form content and educational content, but there will be a lot of like just kind of trying to get my ideas across as clearly and directly as possible and helping the channel grow, creating more visibility. That's kind of the strength of YouTube. And I think a lot of the people who are here watching the channel or who are interested, as best I can tell, because I don't get a lot of feedback from the audience, a lot of you, I think, are probably new to psychedelics, curious about psychedelic therapy, curious about psychedelics, how this all works, and not necessarily here for the conversation about application or about nuances or about the kind of epistemic and philosophical and ontological implications of psychedelics and therapy and healing and awakening and spirituality. I'm not so sure that that's the audience here that wants the details and the complexity and the wild ideas, right? At least when I put those videos out, they get very mixed response. A lot of times they fail, and that could be on me. That could be on the way I'm doing a title or a thumbnail or all kinds of other stuff, SEO, all kinds of stuff. Or that could be on that this is just not quite the right content for this audience. Since I don't have a great sense of who you are as an audience, I have somewhat of a sense, but not a great sense. What I've decided to do is kind of make YouTube a little more targeted, focused, specific, coherent, and clear, because I think if you look at my channel, it can be confusing what the hell I'm talking about. And then if you want the more detailed, maybe both in-depth and the more wild theory or riffs, or perhaps a little more personality, a little more edginess and playfulness and interesting kind of quality to the content, for now, and I might change this at some point, I'm going to be putting that on Substack. If I can be frank, I think I'm still learning how to be okay on camera. I'm still learning how to present my ideas well and coherently, not in conversation with another human being, which I'm actually good at, and not in writing, which I'm also good at. But camera is its own thing. And so I think if you're someone who likes to read and you're someone who likes the way I write and you like more nuanced, interesting, complex ideas, I think Substack's going to be the place for that. So YouTube is going to be more targeted content, perhaps a little more streamlined, simplified, still kind of edutainment and useful stuff, but perhaps narrower in scope. My more detailed deep dives or far out ideas will be on Substack for the kind of true hardcore heads of this kind of space and material, the real psychonauts out there who are really trying to crack the code right along with me. That'll be for you guys, okay? Just so you know. In terms of other places I'll be reachable, I'm going to be re-engaging on Reddit. I've kind of left Reddit alone a lot over the last year. Some of you, I'm sure, are here from Reddit and are familiar with my posts and my content there. I've been kind of taking, time away from that for a few reasons. One, because it gets repetitive, seeing the same problems over and over, and two, because I really want to build a channel and build momentum here and build an audience. But haven't forgotten about Reddit, and some of my best output, if I can be frank, has been in my replies and posts on Reddit. So I will be back there contributing more, probably starting more posts, creating more, leading more thought there, kind of initiating more of the conversation there. And of course, that will be more linked to my Substack or to here to the YouTube channel. So that's kind of the update. Hope that makes sense. I'm going to wrap it here. My apologies if I'm talking fast, if I'm rambling, but I'm trying to get a lot of ideas out in a short amount of time. I got to go because I have a client here in just a few minutes. Much love to you all. I hope you've been well. I'm super excited to share all of this with you. And there's so much more on the way. All right, take care.